Hello and thank you for watching Astana Times Now. I'm your host, Chris Stanton. In this broadcast, we'll look at the opening of the Astana International Financial Center, the recent signing of the IAEA's agreement to open a low-enriched uranium bank in eastern Kazakhstan, and the 13th Eurasian Film Festival that brought Hollywood stars to Astana. Among other stories, let's get started. The Astana International Financial Center will launch operations in January. On the campus of Expo 2017, the IAFC is positioning itself as a financial hub in Central Asia with tax benefits, a one-stop shop for legal registration, and English as its primary language. It will also be governed under the law similar to the United Kingdom's leading financial institutions. Officials recently discussed the center's structure and the development following in the AIFC Legal Advisory Council meeting in London.
According to the 100 Concrete Steps program, an independent court was established under the auspices of English common law. In general, there will be a system that allows regulating relations between the state, the private sector, and the global investment community. In our council, there are such British companies as Baker McKenzie, Hogan Lovells, Norton Rose, Fulbright, and others. Each of them works on specific sections of legislation related to the AIFC. The company Hogan Lovells has done a lot of work with the Center for the Design of Law and the Judiciary, which will be implemented in the future. A general legal framework was chosen. We have been working on this project for a couple of years and are glad to see that there is progress. Shortly, the center plans to start testing phase into launching a stock exchange. We will have support from NASDAQ and the Shanghai Stock Exchange. I think that the center has one significant advantage over other similar international economic centers. One would be its privatization program. I believe that it will bring life to the center already at the initial stage of the existence of its stock exchange. Some other centers did not have a similar initiative. The International Financial Center Astana will be located on the territory of Expo 2017.
Kazakhstan recently concluded an agreement with the International Atomic Energy Agency to build a low-enriched uranium bank in East Kazakhstan. The center will help supply materials for nuclear power around the world. The Scientific Council of Global Initiatives President Tom Blees praised the agreement during Expo 2017's Atomic Week event.
Conclusion of this agreement allows Kazakhstan to become a participant in the nuclear fuel cycle and will help reduce oil and gas consumption not only in Kazakhstan but also around the world. The Atomic Week event included the documentary film Pandora's Box. The documentary examines the misconceptions surrounding nuclear power. Pandora's Box was named Best Film on Environmental Themes at the Sheffield International Documentary Film Festival and was selected for the Sundance Film Festival.
International rating agency Moody's recently upgraded Kazakhstan's forecast from negative to stable. The upgrade follows the adjustments to Kazakhstan's economy, state budget, and banking system in light of lower oil prices.
The Kazakh economy took a major hit during the financial crisis of 2008-2009. Several Kazakh banks defaulted and were nationalized. And in 2016, oil prices dropped sharply, resulting in a 10-year low of 1% Kazakh GDP growth. The stable rating also takes into account Kazakhstan's $60 billion national fund, its infrastructure and digital modernization programs, as well as its ability to attract investment through the Astana International Financial Center.
11 businesses are expected to launch in eastern Kazakhstan, creating 3,000 jobs by the end of the year. Among those businesses is a factory in Uсть-Kamenogorsk that will produce construction materials from plastic and sawdust. The factory and other businesses are part of Kazakhstan's second 5-year Industrial Innovation Development Plan.
Produced products worth 154 billion tenge allocated to the budget of the region was 11 billion tenge. The plans will cover not only large cities such as Uсть-Kamenogorsk and Semey. 10 innovative production facilities will be opened in 7 districts of the East Kazakhstan region. In 2015, we produced 100 tons of products. In 2016, over 200 tons so far. This year, we want to reach full capacity at over 300 tons.
Italian investors and Kazakh Invest recently agreed to build a €50 million factory near Astana to convert garbage into electricity and agricultural fertilizer.
Recently, 10 projects have been implemented jointly with Italy, and now there are 3 more projects under consideration. The total amount of investments is quite considerable. The rates of development of bilateral relations stand at a high level. Italy is an important partner for Kazakhstan. The conditions for investors in Kazakhstan have significant advantages. Therefore, we decided to build a factory in Astana. Our equipment is environmentally friendly. We expect that within 3 years, all investments will pay off.
The recent 13th International Eurasia Film Festival featured nearly 300 international and domestic films. The festival is accredited by the International Federation of Producers Association and attracted more than 100 directors, film critics, and world-renowned actors such as Nicolas Cage and Adrian Brody.
I visited the premiere of Gustav Mahler's Symphony No. 8 and was very impressed. Alan Buribaev is such an inspiring conductor that I even wanted to try to conduct myself. I'm humbled by the inspirational work that I have seen, and I am ready to try out a role like this. If possible, I would also like to star in a historical film about nomads. I'm delighted to be here. I like to travel and discover new places. I believe that every place has some spirit of energy. Of course, it resides here too. It would be fascinating for me to immerse myself in Kazakh culture and try to collaborate on a film project here.
Renowned tenor Placido Domingo recently played the role of Georgi Gourmand in Astana Opera Theatre production of La Traviata by Giuseppe Verdi. The leading role of Violetta was played by the famous Latvian soprano Marina Rebecca. The production's orchestra was led by U.S. conductor Eugene Cohn.
La Traviata is something you must feel and understand yourself. There were a lot of different colors, shades, and nuances, and each time when you look on the stage, you can find something new. You have an incredible theater. There are a lot of high-level musicians here. You can feel their individuality and true artistry. I think it is the merit of Kazakhstan conductors who work with them. I also want to mention the performance of the choir, of the theater Astana Opera, the technical equipment and professionalism of the employees of your theater. Placido Domingo has said Rebecca is one of the best performances of Violetta he has heard in 50 years. The part of Alfred German was played by Kazakh tenor and leading Astana Opera soloist Medet Chotabayev. The soloist said working with Domingo was a landmark in his career.
Thank you for watching Astana Times Now. Stay tuned and we will see you next week with the latest in Kazakh news.